新しい年はいつも新しいものを
北西シャルロット、意外な組み合わせだな。
久しぶりね、旅人パイモン。
ヒヒ、お前たちの話を邪魔しちゃってないよな。
安心して、国生さんをインタビューしてたわけじゃないから。タコの購入について相談してたの。
タコ？お土産用にリーユへの工芸品を買ってフォンテーヌに持ち帰るのか？
そうよ。それにパイモンはまだ気づいてないみたいだけど、今年の回答祭のテーマはまさにタコなの。
そういえば確かに空にタコが浮かんでるな。
リーユエ港は絶えず発展している。だから回答祭も古いものばかりにとらわれず、新しい流れも組むべきだと思ったの。私たち七星はリーユエの伝統を継承しつつも、他国の技術も参考にしてみようと考えたわ。多山の石持って玉を収むべしってわけね。そこで少し前に行幸が七星を代表してシャルロットさんに面会を持ちかけたの。共同事業を推し進める仲介役を打診しようとね。話し合いをもとに最終的に選んだ案が、リーユエの伝統工芸品であるタコとフォンテーヌのマシナリー式フローティング装置を組み合わせるというものだったわ。
マシナリー式装置？なんだかすごそうだな。でもタコって風の力を借りれば飛べるもんだろ？なんでマシナリーに頼るんだよ。
答えはその質問の中にあるわ、パイモン。タコがどれだけ高く遠くへ飛べるかは、糸を持った人の技術だけでなく、その日の天候にも左右されるでしょ。風のない日だと、どれだけ経験がある人でも水の中のスイートグッピーのように。その通り。リーユエがこうして人が治める国になったんだもの。それに気軽に遊べて楽しいものであればあるほどでしょ。私もこのアイデアは目の付けどころがいいと思ったわ。しかもシャルロットさんのおかげで共同作業も順調に進んで、新価格設定については私たちも試行錯誤して、伝統的なタコと比べてもさほ。
おお、いいな。国生もシャルロットも、それから行幸も。
おもちゃね。そう。ほらね、国生さん、みんな第一印象はこんな感じなのよ。ええ、確かにタコは長い歴史を持っているとはいえ、でも私にとってタコはそれだけではないの。みんなはあまり想像できないかもしれない。古い詩集でこんなものを読んだことがあるわ。支援に託せし言葉、旅の者へ送らん、天外より未だ帰らざる人は。昔のリーユエの詩人はよくタコで思いを表現したり、田園風景。もし今の私たちがこういった遊びから趣を汲み取ることができれば。
さすが国生だな。おいらよりも考えが何歩先も行ってるぞ。
物知りなのね。私も勉強になったわ。こういう話、タコにまつわる民話ならいろいろ知っているわよ。例えば、面白い祖父が細い竹で、そして空をタコにその絵柄。そうね。へえ、他にもあるのかしら。ツバメ飛びは一番伝統的なもので、幸運やリーユエではそうです。もし興味があるのなら、こういった。ありがとう。すごくよーし、リアルで。
さて、おいらたちも。
じゃあ私、そうだ。 今年は総務士がタコ揚げの旅人とルールは簡単。
私はその夜のためにフィルムをたくさん用意したわ。報酬あるところに旅人、待った。右を見てみろ。お前が気づいてたかどうか知らないけど、さっき国生たちと話してた時、あの二人がじーっとオイラたちのことそういう、いや、オイラやっぱりあいつら強盗団なんじゃないか。以前の怪盗、やっぱりここは待ってるだけじゃダメだぞ。先手必勝、陣営のごとくだぜ。オイラは左、お前は右からな。
ふむ。我らを捕らえようとするその気迫、どういった了見だ。
なんだ、随分古めかしい喋り方だな。お前たちの方こそ何を企んでたのか言ってもらうぞ。人の会話を盗み聞きするなんて明らかにいい人じゃないだろう。正直に言え、まずは名前からだ。
この二人にならば隠す必要もあるまい。我は三眼五剣仙人、昨月筑陽神君だ。こたびは属性を遊歴しておる。我の
先人マンか。あの偉そうなスカの仙人が自分からリーユー校に来るわけないだろ。
はいもん、口が過ぎるぞ。
オイラの名前を知ってるくらいじゃ信じないぞ。お前まさか自分のことを利水定山神君っていうつもりじゃないだろうな。
まさにその通り。我も昨月とともに人の世へ降りてきた。我のことは摂釈と呼ぶといい。
こいつらよく調べてるみたいだな。でもオイラの経験上、綿密な計画を立ててるほどでかいことを企んでるんだ。今から千眼軍を呼んで仙人のふりをしてるこの悪い奴らをとっ捕まえてもらうぞ。
何を言っておる、血迷うたか。
そうだぞ、ちゃんとした証拠を見せてくれよな。通りすがりの誰もが知ってるようなことじゃダメだぞ。
まったく。山中の静寂を求め、我が古老山一帯に登山葵を植えたことは覚えておるか。あの花の種は歌人老一神君が用意したものだ。我らの中ではあのものが最も園芸に精通しておる。あの花は枯れることもしおれることもなく有益なものであるのは間違いない。だが山を離れるたびに苦心して手入れしなければいけないのが難点でな。その日々の積み重ねがかなりの労力となっておった。故に以前町を訪れ、歌人老一に恩和で世話のしやすい花の種を譲ってもらったことがある。
だが道中で町の子供たちにつきまとわれた。お前は正体を明かす度量もなく身体極まっていたところ、最終的に歌人老一が現れて、
それをなぜ知っておる。
あのヨーヨという女子が善意で龍雲に話しておったぞ。
まあよい。今さら何を。
そこまで話してくれたらさすがに分かったぞ。でも仙人なら器も大きいよな。
お前は前々から基地に富んだものであったな。龍雲がお前を高く評価したのもうなずける。
一つ聞いていいか。その利水定山はま 日だしも。昨月地区よ。お前はどうして町まで降りてきたんだ？ずっと対面を気にしてただろ？
ふん。
仕方なくだ。龍雲がリーユエ港へ行ってから山は日々静けさに包まれるようになった。解凍祭も近づき、我らは龍雲が今年の予定を事前に説明するものだと思っておったのだが、今日に至るまでその影を全く見せておらん。
龍雲は物事
俗に言う、いや
だが、
龍雲を
自信家で
今頃はと、もし数日。
そっか、じゃあ二人とも
気持ちはしかと受け取った。これ以上の見送りは不要だ。
まさかオイラの早とちりだったなんてな。そうだ、遅くならないうちにタコの屋台をのぞおっきくて
Welcome! Are the two of you looking to buy a kite? Would you like me to go over the different designs?
Ooh! A scissor-tailed swallow! And a butterfly! And oh!
Ah, this jade chamber design is our newest. It's been selling like crazy over the past 2 days.
Does it also have a unique meaning?
Of course. The jade chamber symbolizes wealth and abundance. The kite bearing its design is said to bring riches in the future to those who fly it.
Oh, now that's Paimon's kind of kite!
I apologize for the interruption, but are all your wares in order, Miss Genuine?
Yes, they're just over there. The paper, bamboo, and dyes. All the necessary kite-making materials.
Wonderful! I'll pack them up and get a guard to deliver the goods to Yilong Wharf for you.
Yilong Wharf? Oh, wonder what that place is like during Lantern Rite. Paimon would love to go take a look.
Well, if the two of you are interested in going to Yilong Wharf, then could I trouble you to find Gaming and deliver these goods together?
Is Gaming the guard you just mentioned?
Well, yes. The communications office handles shipments and transports around Liyue. He works for the Secure Transport Agency, one of our sub-organizations. The problem is, many of my colleagues have taken leave during Lantern Rite to spend time with their families, so our available workforce has seen a dramatic decrease recently. If you were willing to help out, then I could get a head start on my next appointment.
You do seem really pressed for time.
Of course. Hard work deserves ample rewards. Now, at this time of day, Gaming should be somewhere in the vicinity. Just follow the main road until you see the head of a Wushu dance costume. Should be on your right.
Be sure to come back if you'd like to buy a kite. I'll even give you a discount. By the way, do you know my aunt? Everyone calls her Granny Shan. I've heard her mention Gaming before.
Wait, I thought we had an agreement. Loser buys dim sum tomorrow? Look at you, scowl like that for much longer and your face might stay that way. Hey now, don't be upset. How about this? You extend the invitation, and I'll pay.
No way, Gaming. You're always the one picking up the tab. I'm not trying to be a sore loser, I just didn't expect you to come from behind to win like that.
That was nothing. All in a day's work, friend.
Perfect! Gaming is here! Sorry to interrupt, Gaming. We just spoke to a guy from the communications office who needs you to deliver some goods to Ilang Wharf.
Oh, that must have been Longzhou. Looks like I've got work. Gotta go.
Sure, go do your thing. Let's have a rematch when you get back. I won't let you win so easily next time.
Alrighty, you can hand the goods over to me. Must have been heavy hauling them all this way. Let me take them off your hands.
It wasn't that bad. It's just some kite-making materials. Plus, we didn't have to walk very far.
Kite-making materials. I see. I'm glad it wasn't too much trouble, Paimon. Still, I owe you one. Ah, and you must be the traveler. It's nice to meet you. Thanks for your help.
Huh? You know us?
There probably aren't many in Liyue who don't. I've heard quite a bit about you two. You're quite well known around these parts. Oh, and please excuse Longzhou if he forgot to thank you. Take my thanks in his place. He's a good guy. He's just been super busy lately, running around from place to place. Don't be too hard on him, yeah? So, you here for Lantern, right?
Yep. It's always so lively this time of year. We were actually hoping we could tag along to Ilang Wharf and have a look around.
Perfect! We'll go together then. I'm good with directions, so just follow me. Trust me, I know my way around. Oh, and there are a couple of good places to eat along our route. We can stop and grab a bite when it's time. The ingredients are fresh, the portions are generous, and the prices won't break the bank. You can order
anything? Hey, did you really have to call Paimon out like that?
Don't worry, I understand. Do you need to pack anything up before we hit the road?
Nope, our things are always packed and ready.
Oh, that's right. Then let's get going. If we...
By the way, do you know I've heard her The docks are just a bit further. One step at a time. Hang in there. Wait! Get behind me.
Another test.
I'll handle this.
Fry! Suffocate!
Everyone hold hands.
Try! Suffocate! Try! What's it done? Suffocate! Another test. That That tingle? Freeze!
I see everything.
That tingle?
Up to it, Manzai!
That tingle?
Sorry, pal!
Test subject.
Seems like we really can't go anywhere without running into treasure hoarders.
Yeah, it's not uncommon for deliveries to get intercepted. That's why this job needs guards like us.
Paimon was impressed by your moves back there. You seem like a real pro at your job.
Oh, that's not a skill I learned on the job. It's just a hobby. Have you ever heard of wushu dancing? Really? Wushu dancing is famous in Chunyu Vale. Performers might be invited to promote the opening of a business or to spread good fortune during a holiday season. But I must admit, it has nothing on the popularity of the Liyue opera. I'm also well aware that people in Liyue Harbor aren't exactly
Huh? Paimon gets it, so you must sleep a lot then.
Not really. Just
Oh,
let's go. The docks are
finally we can rest. Ooh, Paimon's shoulders are so stiff. And her stomach so empty.
Sorry. Did I push the pace a bit too much? I mean, you were the ones who said you were travel experts.
Liu is just too hilly. Floating up and down so much. Where's Paimon out? Oh, Paimon was finally satisfied and now her poor stomach's empty again.
Aw, would you like some winter melon cake? I have some on me that I bought from a store.
Yes, Paimon will take all you got.
You might want to pace yourself there, or you'll be too full to eat a proper meal later.
Paimon never gets too full. Just like you apparently never get tired, no matter how far you walk or how many jobs you work.
Ah, I see. Then here you go, Paimon. And for you, traveler. Enjoy! And here's some for you too, Uncle Bosu. Don't think I forgot about you, my friend. I'll just set it to the side here for you.
That hit the spot. Paimon thought she was going to starve to death for a minute there.
That close of a call, huh? I've been eating winter melon cake ever since I was a kid. You can buy them from all sorts of places, whether it's a small vendor on the side of the road or a big restaurant in the city. But each place produces cakes with a slightly different flavor. If you like these ones, I can give you the address of the shop I bought them from. I'll just have to check when we get back. Oh, all my jabbering must be making it difficult for you to enjoy the scenery in peace, huh? Don't be afraid to tell me to zip it for a little while, okay? Really, I won't be offended.
It's okay. Paimon is kind of enjoying listening to your chitter-chatter.
Aw, a fed Paimon is a happy Paimon, huh?
Hey, Paimon can be in a good mood anytime she wants.
Need some fresh bamboo for this.
Woohoo! We're here!
Don't forget your things, and watch your step as you get off the raft, or you're in for a swim. Thanks for the ride, Uncle Bosu. You take care of yourself now. I'll see you some other time. Okay, follow me. This way is fastest. We'll have to take the elevator up to the secure transport agent.
stone.
Everyone hold hands.
Hey! Slow down. I'm begging ya.
What is it? No one's gonna try any funny business when the street is this packed, right?
Oh, well... how should I put it?
Come on, spit it out!
Do you see that group of people over there? Those are my relatives.
Wow, you sure have a big family.
Once they start buying things, they won't stop perusing till it gets dark. This is bad.
They're your family, not your arch enemies. What's there to be afraid of? Unless... Oh, did you do something horrible to them?
No, it's not that. I'm just not that good at dealing with my family. It would be best if we could steer clear of them. I'll explain more when we have the chance, but right now, we've got a job to do.
The left side looks pretty packed. Let's go straight. Slow and steady, Win.
Stick close, traveler.
Uh-oh, we've been spotted!
Coming! When did you get here? Oh, you've lost even more weight. How long are you planning on staying this time?
How's work been? It sounds tough. You should visit home more often.
The last time I spoke with your dad, he couldn't stop talking about you. He seems worried, causing...
Well...
Don't miss out on our land. Buy 3 boxes.
Sorry. They mean well, it's just... I don't want to talk about it. Let's get these things delivered first.
It's okay. Whenever you're ready to talk about it, we'll be ready to listen.
Hey, Uncle Drugoi. These are my friends, the Traveler and Paimon. They came to deliver some goods with me. So, I guess I'll go ahead and take these over to Uncle Yongzan then?
Yes, thanks for your hard work. I should thank you both for your trouble as well. Please take a seat and rest for a bit. I'll prepare some tea.
No need. We'll be off soon anyway.
Hey, we're already here, aren't we? No harm in taking a load off for a bit. Plus, I know the Secure Transport Agency has some great Songhua tea stashed around here. So anyway, you just sit down and relax, Uncle Drugoi. Who would I be if I just sat here and let you go through all this trouble? I have to be up and about to drop these goods off anyway. What's a little extra time on my feet? Oh, you aren't too picky, right, Traveler? I know Paimon prefers things on the sweeter side, so I won't steep the tea too long. And I'll add some dim sum pastries on this.
Aw, you noticed what Paimon likes?
How long have you two known Gaming?
Oh, not long at all. We just kinda tagged along on his trip to Yulong Wharf. He's just a super welcoming guy. We became friends, you know, just like that.
That's just how he is. He's the attentive sort, really knows how to look after his own. A while ago, one of our guards had to take off work, said his joints were hurting due to the rain. Gaming personally went all the way to Boo Boo Pharmacy to get some medicine for him from Dr. Baiju, then traveled through the night to deliver it back to him. That young man has such a good head on his shoulder. I mean, there is his dad, but, well, ask anyone.
Uncle Yongzan says he doesn't have the personnel to spare for this delivery right now. So what do you think, Uncle Jirgwei? Should I go ahead and deliver it instead?
It feels like we've troubled you enough already.
It's kite-making materials, though. Could be for a kid. I'm sure the sender wants it delivered before Lantern Night. Oh, by the way, here, have some tea.
All right, then.
Ooh, are you free in 2 days? How about we grab some dim sum from Shinya Kiosk? My treat, and don't even think about trying to pay.
Whoa, that's way too generous of you.
Don't mention it. Just think of this as a thank you for all your help. Besides, the thing between me and my family, it's a long story.
Sounds good. Paimon never says no to free food.
All right, then I'm off. See you in 2 days. Oh, and Paimon, make sure not to eat too much before then. Don't say it.
Is he underestimating Paimon? She's just gonna have to show him how much she can really eat. Anyway, is Gaming's family situation really that complicated? He has such a happy-go-lucky personality. Plus, he's an enthusiastic and diligent worker. It's hard to imagine a guy like that being troubled by much.
How should I put it? Since he already plans to tell you himself, you don't need an old man like me to add my 2 cents. You seem to be around the same age, so you might have a lot in common. Perhaps you could help him talk things through. Consider it a favor to me.
If you have the time, maybe you can make a little flag for us to wave about. It can say, "We provide aid in spades." Couldn't hurt.
Well, I can certainly arrange that.
Wait, seriously? Paimon was just joking, but if you're going to get us something, she'd much rather have wintermelon cake instead.
Seems like Gaming, really? Would you like some more tea? I think they're...
No thanks. We came all this way and still haven't gotten a chance to look around. We should see the kinds of kites they got. Maybe they'll have ones you can't find and leave.
All right, then. Please do let me know if you'd like... Gaming is a good... You're around...
Practical training can you unleash real punches.
What are you doing here?
The way you speak, one might have presumed you were displeased to be in one's presence. Take note, Paimon. You could learn a thing or two about how to respect your elders.
Ugh, starting on the elder stuff already, huh? Shouldn't you be back in your cave tinkering away at some kite-related thingamabob or something? What brings you out here? And what's with that huge box next to you? Ah! Paimon gets it. You're here to do some shopping, aren't you?
And what of it? The Qixing's decision to integrate Fontanian technology into said kite-flying competition is of no consequence to oneself. Did you expect one to willfully compete against the whimsical trends of worldly sentiment? Or perhaps even fall—
Anyway, they would— Tianyin?
It appears time has quite flown since one's arrival in Liyue Harbor. How could one have forgotten about those 2 old fossils? One shall have to bring them back some divine herbs to atone for this slight— Nay, a great thought has illuminated one's mind once again. Perhaps you two could wait here whilst one performs this task.
Huh? Wait, here? You're really just gonna ditch us here to watch your stuff? Oh, that woman really just does whatever she wants. Hey, not you too, Traveler! Oh, all this Paimon ditching is super not appreciated. Just come back soon, okay? Paimon doesn't want anyone to try and steal his stuff.
Welcome. Please have a look around. We only sell teas of the finest quality. Source.
Now, that sounds promising. One will bring some back for those old fossils, and 2 boxes will do.
Wonderful. By the way, we're actually running a special Lantern Rite promotion. Buy 3 boxes, get 10% off. 4 boxes will net you 20% off.
20% off 4 boxes. This merchant strikes a fair bargain. Then 4 shall—
I see. Are you intending to give these as gifts? If so, perhaps I can interest you in these exquisite gift sets. Look at the magnificent design, and the red ribbon gives quite the festive flair.
10 boxes. Seems rather excessive. But if one factors in the conqueror of demons and one's disciples—
10! A nice round number, don't you think? Of course you do. I'll even shave a little extra off the price for you.
That is agreeable. One will— I will have these boxed up then.
Of course, right away.
I see you have quite the eye for fine items, mademoiselle. Perhaps some of my I'm a toy merchant from Fontaine. You'll get nothing but the finest
Perhaps you could enlighten me then. When should said—
Well, that is, of course, best understood by—
There is no need for that.
Mademoiselle.
Give me your newest and finest model, and be sure to package it securely.
Ah, of course. Here you go. The instruction manual is—
I can do without. Many watchful eyes surround this place. If one were to be spotted purchasing a mechanical toy such as this, there is no harm in bringing it back to study.
Did your shopping go smoothly?
Naturally. One may not delight in social interactions, but that does not mean one lacks said faculties. And you two? Are you not here to purchase things?
We just haven't had time yet. It doesn't look like there are any kite stalls around Elong Wharf. But it does look like there are lots of good—
You are also planning to participate in the kite-flying competition, then? One means to say, you along with all the other youths. One has been entreated to share one's kite-making expertise. One had no choice but to acquiesce to these requests. And thus, one will be
Oh, who will be participating then?
Shuyu, Shenhe, Ganyu, and Yayo.
Wow, that's quite a few people. Also, this is all pretty well, Xinyun, but it's not like you have to make your own kite to participate in the competition. You can just buy one ready-made and call it a day.
Ha! You speak of those equipped with the mechanical lifting device, do you not? 'Tis nothing but a crude piece of mortal machinery. The mechanism that one has developed was the fruit of millennia of meticulous study. Let us not speak of the source of the mechanism's power, but it is composed of materials as light as bamboo and as strong as iron. This composition grants it the lightness of weight to ascend into the sky and the durability to follow the wind for many a mile. Never mind. It is unlikely the two of you will understand, even should one expend the effort to explain. One is better off.
It sure seems like you want to talk about it, though.
So, will you be attending the workshop or not?
Huh? Wait, you've been trying to invite us this...
All right then. No need to prepare the materials in any case. One has it all sorted. Arrive at Mount Outsong in 2 days. I shall be expecting...
Are you leaving? Don't you want a guard to help you with that big box of yours?
Surely you jest. One goes as one pleases.
It can float? What kind of invention is that?
One calls it the floating toting device.
She seems pretty proud of that one. Look at her walk down the street. She seems so confident, but everyone around her is looking at her all funny. Paimon wonders... never mind. But anyway, that box of hers seems to be full of those mechanical lifty thingamabobs. Not that Paimon was peeking or anything. She just, got a bit unsteady for a second and accidentally brushed the embroidery on top. And wouldn't you know it, all the stuff inside almost came bursting out. Paimon even went out of her way to keep it all together. All Paimon's saying is that Xinyun sure does try hard to save face. What did she call it again? A crude piece of mortal machinery? Paimon bets she just can't wait to take it apart and see how it's made. Totally. We should probably act like we didn't see anything, though. You know, in consideration of her feelings and all. After all, that is the propriety with which one should comport oneself. When it comes to an elder, right?
Great discounts on loads of goods.
Paimon has never had dim sum at Shinue Kiosk before. Ooh, and that's Paimon's stomach right on cue telling her it's time to go find Gaming. Let's go!
Senua Kiosk.
Oh, you're here early. I just ordered. The food should be out in a second. Sit down, sit down.
Let's all take a seat!
Here, hand me your cups.
Oh, thank you!
Wait, you weren't supposed to drink that, Paimon. That was for you to rinse your utensils.
That's a thing? Wow, so much delicious food! Do you really eat all this just for breakfast?
That's just how we do it where I'm from. Most of the time, though, I don't eat lunch after dim sum.
Oh, that's good to hear. Paimon doesn't need to worry about holding back then.
Eat, eat. If it's not enough, we can always order more. Oh, and there's tong soy coming as well. I don't usually have that in the morning, but, well, since everyone's here, I just had to order it. What about you, traveler? Is the food to your liking? Want some more seafood kanchi? Let me refill your bowl.
Paimon's gonna take you up on that. Fill it up nice and full and make sure she gets a few extra shrimp. Thanks! So full. That meal was so satisfying, it even gave Paimon some extra brain juice. Oh, listen. Paimon's figured it out. Let's think about this for a second, Gaming. You invited us to this awesome restaurant and ordered a whole table full of expensive dim sum just for the three of us. Well, you must be hiding the fact that you're some young master from a... That would explain why you try to keep your friends and family away from each other.
Are you confusing me with Xingqiu?
Huh? You know Xingqiu? You sure know a lot of people.
Well, when you're on the road as much as I am, you hear all sorts of rumors. More often than not, that means knocking on some doors to find out for yourself.
Oh, you truly are a man of many talents, young Master Gummy.
Okay, enough with the teasing. Sorry to burst your bubble, Paimon, but
What? Oh, Paimon thought she was onto something there.
my dad is just an ordinary tea merchant. Small-scale stuff, you know? It wouldn't even make sense to mention his business in the same breath as the Feiyun Commerce Guild. My dad... he always wanted me to inherit the family business, to be a merchant like him. But that's just not who I am. It's not who I ever wanted to be.
Have you ever talked to him about it? You know, about your interests and aspirations and stuff.
Of course I have. I told him I wanted to be a wushu dancer. That I wanted all of Tevat to see what I could do. According to my dad, though, that wasn't a real job.
Oh, that's terrible.
I'm sure he thought I would come around eventually, but wushu dancing has always been the only one day. In the end, I was... don't get on my case just... No. I know that it wasn't the right way to go about... But my dad's stubborn. No matter how hard I tried to convince him, it just went in one ear and out the other. I knew talking would only get me so far, but... But... I'm sure you both already know how that's going. Wushu dance... In the past, and you can't just... Still.
Paimon
Okay.
Actually, we kinda are... We told Xianyun that we would go to her kite-making workshop.
Oh?
Are you interested in kite-making, Gummy?
Oh, no. It's just that I happen to know Auntie Xianyun.
Do you not know who she really is, Gummy?
Oh, I know that she's an Adeptus. I met her during a delivery once. But hasn't she been in the city lately? She's even tried, with some limited success, to... She came to see me a few days ago to ask about luminescent dyes. Oh, wait a second. She doesn't plan on putting those on a kite, does she?
Is that not something you can do?
It's one thing to use it on cloth, but applying it to paper is another matter entirely. Why couldn't she tell me what she wanted them for?
Yeah, she does seem to have trouble with that sometimes.
It would be such a shame if everyone worked so hard on their kites only for them to get ruined in the end. Okay, I'll go with you. If Auntie...
Great! The more the merrier! Ganyu! Ganyu! Come on, wake up! Some friends have arrived!
Hello, friends.
Ganyu!
Oh, I have some mint oil. Perhaps we should try that. A guest at Wanmin Restaurant recommended it to me. I've tried it. Its stimulative effects are much stronger than what can be achieved from chewing on mint leaves alone. Apologies in advance.
Wait! Shenhe? Not there!
it worked. She's awake.
Are you okay, Ganyu? Do you need some water? Or maybe some...
I'm fine. I just feel...
Huh. Was it...
Chilly, huh? Master always says, Paimon doesn't think that's what the...
I feel a bit better now. Was I asleep? Must have been around the time I usually...
Did you not sleep? Perhaps you should...
I'm sorry. I seem to have missed your name. You are... Coming. People tell me you're...
well...
My name is Ganyu.
It's an honor to find... Oh!
Yes. I have neither
Me too! I want to participate in the kite flying competition. Plus, it's more meaningful if you make the kite yourself, right? Your best friend didn't come with you? Well, Chi-Chi's been super busy helping Dr. Baiju lately. I'll meet up with her later and give her a huge surprise. Oh, I also brought bandages and ointment with me today. It's easy to cut yourself when working with bamboo.
Wow, you're really thoughtful.
As for myself, I'm afraid I lack some of my companion's enthusiasm. I was originally planning to buy a ready-made kite and just enjoy the festive city atmosphere with everyone. But Cloud Retainer is always going out of her way to look after her juniors, wanting us to have the best there is. She It was so thoughtful of her to arrange this workshop. So I simply couldn't let such consideration go. My motivation for being here might be a little different, yes.
Well, we're all here. But where the heck is Xinyun?
Who is it that speaks of oneself in such an ill-tempered tone?
Oh, come on! You clearly heard Paimon!
Master stopped to buy grilled tigerfish to share with everyone. Come get...
Oh, Paimon, sorry, Miss Illuminated Bird! Paimon always knew you were the smartest, coolest, and prettiest adeptus. Someone as wonderful as you is sure to have brought enough for Paimon as well, right? Ganyu! Ganyu! Come on, wake up! Some friends...
Hello, friends.
Oh, I have some... A guest at Wanmin... Apologies in advance.
Wait! Shen...
See? It... Huh.
Chilly, huh?
Was I asleep?
Did you not sleep last... Perhaps...
I'm sorry. I seem to have missed your name. You are... Coming. People tell me you're...
well...
My name is Ganyu.
It's an honor to finally... Oh!
Yes, I have neither...
Me too! I want to participate in the kite plus. It's more Your best friend didn't come with you? Well, Chi-Chi's been super busy helping Dr. Baiju lately. I'll meet...
Wow, you really
As for myself, I was originally... But Cloud Retainer is It was so my motivation
Well, we're all here.
Who is it that speaks of oneself?
Oh, come on! You clearly heard Paimon!
Master stopped to buy grilled tigerfish to share with everyone. Come get it.
Oh, Paimon, sorry, Miss Illuminated Bird! Paimon always knew you were the smartest, coolest, and prettiest adeptus. Someone as wonderful as you is sure to have brought enough for Paimon as well. So delicious. Paimon's life is complete.
It appears that we've ended up with quite a few participants indeed. The materials are over here. The regular dyes and luminescence. As for how to make the kite, one assumes you all made sure to listen.
Paimon may have focused a little too hard on the eating and less on the list. Paimon knew she could count on you, Traveler.
One will wait under this tree and avail oneself of the cool air while one digests. Do not hesitate to seek one's company if you...
We're not in any hurry to get started.
coming. Want to team up?
Huh? I have to participate? I thought I'd be done for the day after adjusting the die form.
You're that unenthused by kite making, huh?
No, it's not that. It's just... it would take too long to explain. I guess I'll just make one then. What shape should we go with? What do you think, Shuyu? Is there a particular design you...
I want a Swanee!
That might be a little hard to pull off.
True, but I still want to try. They're super cute.
Okay, it's decided then.
Shenhe, it would be great if you could refrain from putting things on my horns from now on. They're really quite sensitive.
I see. My apologies. I shall remember that.
Thank you. No harm done.
Good. Could I touch them just once more, though? No oil or anything this time. I've just always wondered what Miss Ganyu's horns feel like.
Huh? Please, I told you. Just call me Ganyu. Well, alright. Just be gentle.
Firm to the touch with no discernible temperature. Oh, not unlike certain medicinal plants I've eaten before. Oh, still, Ganyu appears to be shaking like a cat whose whiskers have just been touched. I should stop. I see. Then I'll apply the oil to your forehead next time.
Oh, no need. I'll just refrain from taking afternoon naps. Anyway, we should probably get started on that, perhaps?
Okay.
Well, they seem to be getting along swimmingly. Oh. Auntie Cloud Retainer, look! Am I doing it right?
Very good. Your frame is nice and sturdy. This design, is it a finch?
Yep.
One is looking forward to seeing your finished product.
What color are you going to make it, Yao Yao? I haven't decided yet. If I make it blue, it'll be more like my friend. But if I make it gold, it'll be more like me.
If you are asking for one's own opinion, when giving a gift, the key consideration is the recipient's feelings, is it not? One imagines your friend would much...
Oh, hey, I never told you the kite was for Chi-Chi. How did you know?
With age comes wisdom, child. One simply has a...
Oh, cool. Thanks, Auntie Cloud Retainer. I'm gonna start painting it gold right now.
Good. One will watch. You two seem strangely unoccupied. One was under the impression that one was supposed to be doing the relaxing. Is your kite finished?
We actually haven't started yet, but we're going to start, right now. We should get started on our kite now. Let's go. First, we have to decide on the shape. Hey, what are you laughing at? Oh, that's not a completely crazy idea. If nothing else, a Paimon-shaped kite could at least make sure you never get lost on your travels and always find the tape. Maybe we're not exercising enough artistic license. Ooh, we should exaggerate this a bit. Now, what expression should we give her? Since the kite is going to be flying super high in the sky. It's too high! Someone save Paimon! She's about to faint! Like that? Since the kite is going to be flying super high in the sky. Ooh, like this? playing soup. Oh, Paimon totally didn't do anything wrong. And even if she did, she doesn't deserve to get shot up into the sky for... Now that we've decided, let's make it happen. It's done! Paimon has to say. Kai Paimon, now we just have to attach the string, right?
All right, gather around, everyone.
Oh, Shenyun's calling us!
Let one take a look.
Wow! Ganyu and Shenhe made a scissor-tailed swallow! It's so pretty. Yep. The coloring makes it look a lot like Master.
If the tail wasn't split in two like that, it might even be a spitting image. If you look closely, there are a few spots where the colors go outside the lines. Did you doze off while painting?
I did the painting. I stared at the paper for quite some time, but I simply could not recall the coloring of any bird. Except Master. Or should I say that I'm too familiar with her crane form? Even when she stands before...
Oh! Well, now that you mention it, Paimon can see it too!
Exactly. So I simply closed my eyes and painted from memory.
No way. You can paint with your eyes closed? Wow, the disciples of Adepti really are...
You are most filial, Shenhe. One is flattered by the likeness.
The Swanee that Gaming and Shuyu made looks very majestic. I'm sure it'll look even more impressive as it soars through the sky.
The eyes and ears glow in the dark, so you're sure to see it at night. Your golden finch is cute too, Yao Yao. It's all thanks to Auntie Cloud Retainer's guidance.
What about your kite, traveler?
Ta-da! Here it is!
Very Paimon-like indeed.
Why do you say that, Shenhe?
That one time the traveler suspected that a piece of meat was missing from their bowl, that was the exact expression on your face.
Is that something that happened?
Is that the Jade Chamber?
Oh? Who dares attempt such a flagrant display of impropriety? But oh, and to do so by making use of this crude one simply must know who it is that possesses such impertinence. Continue attaching the strings, everyone. One will be but a moment.
Cloud Retainer? Traveler, Paimon, could I trouble you to go after Cloud Retainer?
Master's going to be okay, right?
I'm more worried about the person who released the kite.
There's wind up ahead! Looks like we can glide over!
This Fontanian device of mechanical motion is quite curious indeed.
Now is hardly an opportune time for your musings. Someone among us was not sufficiently attentive.
Calm yourself. Do you have any recollection of its last location?
One believes it drifted in the direction of Mount Outsong. Perhaps it is mere happenstance, but one feels a certain sense of dread at the thought.
Your concern is misplaced. Cloud Retainer is either in the city looking after her disciples, or secluded on the subject of...
Still thy tongue. If Cloud Retainer were to hear you profess such a thing, we can...
One presumes that this kite belongs to you.
Huh?
Regard the situation with which we are now confronted. This is all your fault.
One's fault? One seems to recall that releasing the kite was no solitary endeavor. Say something, Mountain Shaper. Surely you can think of something to appease her.
Further explanation shall only fan the flames of her wrath. It would be better to stay silent and retire at the earliest opportunity.
We can hardly avoid her forever. That may suffice during Lantern Rite. But what about the Moon Chase Festival? Sooner or later, she will discover our true identity.
Hello?
Go retrieve the kite.
Absolutely not. You retrieve it.
That is not our kite.
Oh, so an adeptus such as oneself is mistaken then?
Ah, you're an Adeptus? Please forgive us for any impropriety. I truly possess no inkling of who could have released a kite into your esteemed domain. Pray, who could be responsible for such wanton behavior?
Verily, verily, we were but delighting in the surrounding scenery. This locale is home to such exquisite... mint! Well, and if that's all, then we'll just be on our way.
We finally caught up. You sure do fly fast in your illuminated bird form, Tinyan. Mooncarver? Mountain Shaper? What are you doing here?
You!
Okay, now Paimon's getting a weird vibe. Did she say something wrong?
It is of no consequence. Long has one seen through their disguises. One was simply curious as to how long they would keep up the act.
Then you are not angry?
How could one feel anger at the sight of two old friends enjoying themselves? One is also well aware of how enticing these city novelties.
We were simply consumed by a fit of festive spirit. However, we are far from being as adept as you in matters that require a deftness of hand. No worthy kite could be born.
Your prowess in mechanics is unparalleled.
One has guests to attend to. We will have to convene again some other time. Traveler, Paimon, do try to keep up.
We're leaving already? All this flying from place to place is wearing Paimon out.
It seems that one's concern was misplaced after all.
Then, should we continue flying the kite?
A splendid suggestion, but it would be advisable to change locations.
Perhaps your mountain would suffice? It is
a fine idea. A fine idea.
They're back.
Paimon's pooped.
After you left, Yao Yao and Shu Yu tired themselves out playing with their kites. Gao Ming offered to escort them home.
Before he left, he said something that I don't quite understand.
Oh? What did he say?
He said, a kite is always tied down no matter how far it flies or how high it soars. Its tether prevents it from ever truly flying free. He looked quite dejected as he said this.
Now that you mention it, Gao Ming did seem to have a rather strange attitude.
A reflection of himself. If I were a kite, I would cherish that tether as a symbol of kinship.
Shenhe?
It may be an exceedingly slim and distant. If Gao Ming truly sees a kite as a reflection of himself...
Well, people often have different
just like some people can eat spice.
Exactly. That's why tolerance and understanding...
Tolerance and understanding? What brought about this conversation? Did one miss something?
We were just chatting. You don't have to butt in on every little thing, you know. Where were you anyway?
One was merely doing a bit of cooking. Night fast approaches. If you are otherwise unoccupied, one would entreat you to stay and eat before you depart.
Oh, it's been so long since I've had the chance to enjoy your cooking, Cloud Retainer.
Worry not. One has prepared a variety of meat and vegetable dishes. One is more than familiar with everyone's culinary proclivities.
Hey! Paimon's hungry too! It's not like the dim sum and grilled fish could keep her full the whole day, you know!
Shenhe, Ganyu, come with me.
Whoa, what's with all the secrecy? You're not trying to play favorites, are you? If you're ready to serve the food, we can help too.
I can feel the wind brushing against my legs. This is a bit embarrassing. Is the headpiece secure? I should have asked Cloud Retainer to check before I stepped outside.
How do we look?
Huh? She asked them just like that?
You look pretty too, Ganyu! Oh, how should Paimon put it? You both look so elegant and refined! Those outfits...
Given that one employed the services of the best tailor in all of Liyue, one would expect nothing less. What colors have you been partial to lately, Shenhe and Ganyu?
Lately? Why is Cloud Retainer suddenly asking about what colors we like?
I like black.
One is gratified to see one's disciple has inherited one's own tastes.
The color black doesn't get dirty easily. A virtue I've come to value recently.
And you, Ganyu?
I favor blue and black.
And the material is sufficiently comfortable, yes?
Yes, very. I simply cannot thank you enough.
Thank you, Master.
One is content as long as you are pleased with the gift. One hopes these garments will see much use.
Seems like your supreme cuisine machine is just getting better and better, Xianyan! This golden crab's particularly good. The shell's deliciously crunchy, and the meat inside is so succulent and sweet! Paimon can't stop eating. It's a good thing Gaming isn't here, or Paimon would have to duel him for the food. You know, with chopsticks.
He traveled all this way on account of the kite-making workshop. Oh, well. One will just...
It's rare for someone to make such a good impression on you, Cloud Retainer.
One has high standards. He appears to be a young man of much merit.
It appears that he wishes to break free.
Kite string? Huh. What?
Where do we even begin? Oh, do you know about the conflict between Gaming and his dad, Xianyan?
One has only heard that the two are not on good terms.
He ran away from home and hasn't been back since.
Oh?
Ran away, you say? Oh. One believes we would all
Oh, okay. Paimon just...
What?
This shall not do. Lantern Rite fast approaches. We must make haste. As one was contacting various tailors around Liyue, one could not help but be... He possessed a singular talent for clothing design. At a gathering of Adepti, Bonanus once... However, when one asked Menogias' opinion, he remarked, and later... one means to say that it is a time to address problems. Fate is fickle. The cruel reality of this world is that suffering and misfortune can befall any of us without design or reason.
That's nice and all, but...
Do you have any ideas, Cloud Retainer?
Perhaps adeptal arts could be of use. No. Mechanics, perhaps. One fails to see its use in a situation.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Combining our efforts is a fine idea indeed. Aha! One has an idea. How about this? Does that make sense to everyone?
Yep. Oh, Paimon really hopes this works.
One's designs never fail. Now then, I counsel rest for all, and to make the necessary preparations.
Water jet!
It's time to carry out the plan! Let's go find Gum! You the one buying dim sum again?
Hey, when you put it like that, it makes it sound like I'm always the one losing.
Ah, perfect, you're all here. There's an important commission I need your help with.
Alright, I've got the time. Where are the goods?
Well, it's not just goods this time. I need you to escort a tea merchant and their wares from Chaoying Village to Liyue Harbor. A very important client.
Sure. What?
Here.
If the client's that important, then this must be a very crucial, very pressing commission, right?
Of course, the sooner you complete it, the better. I would advise you to depart as soon as possible.
Alright, don't work too hard now, Longzhou.
You're a bit quiet today, Gaming. Oh, do you want Paimon to tell a story?
We're almost there. I'll take a rain check on that.
Hello, you must be the tea merchant heading to Liyue Harbor. We're here to escort you.
Dad?
Oh, so you're Gaming's father. It's nice to meet you. Just leave this delivery to him. Trust Paimon, he's got this in the bag. Gaming is super good at what he does. Everyone at the Secure Transport Agency says as much. Even the Ministry of Civil Affairs has nothing but good things to say about.
Seems like you've made some sort of name for yourself at least.
The goods are all in order?
Yes, they're all here.
Then let's get going.
A very important client has asked for you by name. You kinda have to come with us. Paimon doesn't know how we would explain ourselves if you just didn't show up. Plus, you'd be missing out on a huge money-making opportunity.
I see. I suppose I will have to trouble you all to
We've been walking for so long. Is anyone tired? How about we stop and rest for a bit?
I'm fine.
Gaming, don't you usually have some delicious snacks on you? Come on, bring them out so we can share them.
I'm fine. Thank you.
But the winter melon cake he gave us last time was so delicious. Have you ever tried it before, Mr. Ip?
Paimon.
I see everything.
This place looks nice and open. Why don't you all rest here for a sec?
Huh? What about you? You're not going to join us?
I'm not tired. I'll keep watch.
Oh, but
Just let him go.
okay, we'll just share amongst ourselves then. Did you know, Uncle Ip, that the flavor of these cakes changes depending on...
Halt! Who goes there?
It appears that one's movements were overly conspicuous.
Enough of your musings. Focus. Focus on the matter at hand. Present your exquisite ornaments at once.
Indeed. Bring them forth readily and without protest.
Ah! What do we do?
It seems as if these two are acting alone. It won't be difficult to subdue them, but they might have something else waiting in store for Dad. The best way to keep him safe is... Leave this to me. I'll handle them. Traveler, Paimon, take my dad and the goods away from here.
No, Gaming. It's too dangerous.
This is what I do.
A thorny foe indeed. Let us depart and seek a target softer in blows and
Don't think I'm gonna let you off so easily.
Away! Let us away!
Coming!
Don't worry, he's a great fighter. Paimon's even seen him take down a dozen or so treasure hoarders all by himself.
But Coming, if he had just stayed by my side and learned the family trade, he wouldn't have to put himself in such danger as...
We just have to trust him. Let's go on ahead. We'd best get away.
All is going to plan.
Okay, we should be good to stop Yangli. Oh no, what is he doing here?
Good sir, please, listen to me. Reel in your line and leave this place as quickly as you can. There are bandits in the area.
Bandits? Acting in broad daylight? Oh. Ah, I see. It appears many people are catching a chill as of late. If your throat is bothering you, Paimon, perhaps some tea and rest are in order.
Nope, no need. Paimon's fine. She just...
If there are indeed bandits in the area, then we should inform the Millilith at once. Oh? Well, if that's the case, such matters are best left to those with the necessary expertise, wouldn't you agree?
I suppose you're right. If ordinary people like us got involved, we would only cause more trouble.
Since we find ourselves otherwise unoccupied in this beautiful area, why don't we find a quiet place to relax while we wait for good news?
That would be lovely.
To be worried. After all, Gaming, the guard we mentioned, is his son.
Gaming. The name sounds somewhat familiar. Ah, yes. That is the name of the Usho dancer who has been performing around Liyue Harbor recently.
Oh, have you seen him perform?
Indeed. I cannot help but admire his skill. He truly encapsulates the spirit. Usho dancing has become more well known in Liyue Harbor recently. However, if you ask me, what truly deserves admiration is perseverance in the face of adversity. That is a rare attribute. I have heard many of my acquaintances praise Gaming for...
Seems like Zhangli has decided to skip the formalities.
Well, he's a hard worker. Yes.
You should be sure to tell him you think that when he gets back.
Your son is young yet. It's normal for someone his age to be a bit... It's understandable to find talking about such things in person difficult. If
No. It wouldn't be right to ask that of you. This thing between us has festered for many years now. In truth, I've been in the tea business for most of my life, and I always hoped my child would do the same. Otherwise, over the past few years, I heard when you're young, every time I often regret.
It is only natural for a parent to strive to send their child down the right path. No one would begrudge you that sentiment, Uncle Ip. You need not worry.
You seem quite young, Mr. Zhongli. Yet you speak with such wisdom. Perhaps I have misjudged your age.
Your words are too kind. Truth be told, one of my old friends has several grown daughters. Rather than fretting about their future, however, she prefers to let them find their own way.
Then she's more easygoing than I could ever be. I fear I lack such an open mind. I meant to say earlier, there is no need to be so polite. Feel free to call me by my name, Ipdak.
Sure.
So, do you also think I fret too much, Mr. Zhongli?
That's not exactly what I was hoping to convey. Only a fool would ask a parent not to worry about their child. But think of it this way. Raising a child is not unlike flying a kite. Hold the string too tight, and it can As my friend once said, if your children are aiming for the stars, clipping their wings will only cause them to come crashing down. You need to let out the line.
It seems I was too stuck in my ways.
You need not reproach your heart for caring. You simply need to loosen your hold a little. Indeed, with such a big heart, why not allocate the time you usually spend worrying about Gaming to the pursuit of other things? Like
the blink of an eye, you say?
Children grow up in quite the same way, do they not? Day after day, year after year, sometimes in the blink of an eye, but all...
Yes, you can say that again.
Zhongli certainly has a way with words. Oh, Gaming is back! Hey, Gaming, we're over here!
Dad, Traveler, Paimon. Good, you're all here. Oh, and Mr. Zhongli from the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor? You're here too?
A fated meeting indeed. We were just enjoying some pleasant conversation.
Is everything resolved?
Well, you could say that.
What does that mean?
Traveler, Paimon, come with me. I need to talk to you.
Huh?
I'll come right out and say it. Those two bandits, you sent them, didn't you?
So that's how we're starting off?
Can't look me in the eye, huh? Guess I'm right then.
Okay, but how did you know?
At first, their mannerisms seemed a bit stilted. But once I got close, it was obvious that they possessed great skills. I was right on their tail, and it should have taken only a few steps to catch up to them, yet somehow, I was never able to close that distance. People with that level of skill would have gone about things differently from the start, like sneaking up on us while we were distracted. Unless, of course, their real motive was to lure me away from the group all along.
Wow, you're pretty quick on the uptake.
I just have a lot of experience. I've dealt with many a ruthless bandit in my time, but I've never seen ones like them. In the end, I told them they would make good guards if they ever wanted to get back on the straight and narrow, and that they could hang out with me in Liyue Harbor anytime.
You ever consider you might be a little too good at making friends?
I'm guessing you guys were trying to help resolve things between my dad and me? I appreciate it, I really do, but this conflict between us has been going on for a long... Even if those two were real bandits, and I was able to subdue them and show them what I was capable of, it wouldn't change anything. You've seen the way he talks to me.
It's not like that at all! You're
dad really cares about you. You should see the way he talks about you when you're not around. Zhongli was talking things through with him, and he nearly agreed to let it go. You don't believe us?
He won't let it go. He can say as much as he wants to other people, but...
You told us you wanted to prove yourself to your dad. Why don't you tell him about all the hard work you've done these past few years?
Will that even do anything? I'm not sure.
You won't know unless you try. Just like how you won't know if something is delicious unless you taste it. Listen to us. It's time to put these people skills to good use. You can make friends with anyone, so why not your dad?
I'll do my best.
You are, despite my being in the tea industry for several decades, it seems, I still have much to learn about the art of tea tasting.
You flatter me. It was nothing but a few humble musings.
How much tea have you drank since we've been gone?
Ipdak and I have found many a common interest. Our friendship, much like a cup of tea, seems to grow stronger the longer it has to steep.
Well said, Mr. Zhongli. Gaming, Mr. Zhongli is very knowledgeable. You should take the opportunity to learn from people like him when you're in the city.
Huh? Oh, of course.
Zhongli?
I have very much enjoyed our conversation, Ipdak, but I, unfortunately, have some unfinished funeral parlor business to attend to.
Oh, I hope I didn't keep you. My apologies for taking up so much of your time, Mr. Zhongli. No need to stay on my account. When you're less busy, let's find a time to meet. I'll treat you to dim sum.
It would be an honor.
We'll see you off, Zhongli. You two have a nice chat, alright? Thanks for helping us talk things through with Uncle Ip. Good thing you were able to pick up on what we were putting down.
I have been around the both of you for some time now. You could say I have a certain level of expertise in that regard. As for my role in the conversation, think nothing of it. I hardly did anything noteworthy.
You never change, do you? Why did you have us walk all this way? Paimon thought we just had to go far enough to be out of earshot.
A friend approaches.
Hello.
So, you're here too?
I've been here the whole time? A ghostly kite. Could that elusive Director Hu be coming to Wangshu Inn once again? What is she doing here? I suppose it matters not. Given her relationship with Rex, well, Zhongli, I might as well go pay my respects. It's you! I thought you were Director Hu.
Ah, your arrival is most fortuitous. Do you want to try out this new gadget? The addition of the power source makes the takeoff more stable. It's just that...
He seems quite immersed in the study of this device.
I fear it's almost too stable. It completely negates the pleasure of seeing one's kite sway with the wind. It's a bit of a shame. In truth, I'm here because Director Hu dispatched me to purchase some items in preparation for Lantern Rite.
I see. Much like she does every year. Much like she'll do next year, I would imagine. Ugh. Am I wrong? Or has she once again sent you out to buy
what is it, sesame oil or something?
While we're on the subject, I do wonder why she is so obsessed with using sesame oil in the preparation of mixed vegetable dishes for Lantern Rite. A recommendation from Xiangling, perhaps. What do you think, Xiao?
I've only met Director Hu a few times. I'm hardly the best person to ask.
Ah, and is that not a sign that you should visit Wang Sheng Funeral Parlor more often? It wouldn't hurt to grace the parlor with your presence now and again, when you are otherwise unoccupied. This one here is a traditional kite, one without any equipped mechanical device. Director Hu tasked me with studying the differences between the two to determine which one is of greater merit. Many hands make light work. Perhaps you could test out the other kite for me?
All right. I have made my comparisons. If speed is what you're after, the mechanical kite is the better choice.
Wonderful. I shall pass that information along to Director Hu. I'll leave these 2 kites with you. Perhaps you can find a few friends with which to partake in the activity. You might find it to be an enjoyable use of your time.
Oh, wait. Who enjoys kite flying?
Well, I would imagine someone of your talent and wisdom is more than capable of finding out.
So, you were testing out the kites for Hu Tao and even roped Xiao into doing it for you? Paimon didn't ask earlier because the situation was awkward.
I would hardly say I roped Xiao into anything. I simply sought the help of a friend. Besides, we did the testing together.
Seems like our pool of competitors is growing. Do you like kite flying, Xiao?
I suppose I neither like nor dislike it. Although, watching a kite gradually ascend into the sky does bring me a certain peace. Perhaps they're a bit like Xiao lanterns in that way.
Kite flying is also a pleasant form of relaxation.
Have you ever thought about making a kite, Xiao? Cloud Retainer taught us how. We can teach you if you want.
There's no need. Menogius was the only Yaksha among us who had an interest in matters of ornamentation and design. When Lantern Rite is over, come find me near Pervasi's temple if you have the time.
It's getting late. I should go inform Director Hu of our findings.
How's she been, by the way? Be sure to say hi to her for us.
The last time I spoke to her, she mentioned that she would be visiting Chaoying Village in a few days. If you have the time, perhaps you could also make the trip. If you happen to run into her, you can pass along your regards in person.
We'll keep that in mind. Take care, Xiangli. See you later.
See you next time.
Coming.
You can go first.
I don't have anything to say.
Then I'll go. I still don't want to leave Liyue Harbor.
Oh, I can't say I support that decision, but... Hey, let me finish before...
Sit, Shenhe, sit. You must be tired from your journey. Shall I pour you a cup of tea, or would you prefer something else to drink?
No need. I'm not tired. They're gone, Master.
Perfect. The time is nigh for us to make an appeal. Do you remember the plan one recounted to you?
Yes, Master. We aim to give them a demonstration of familial love. So I'll have whatever you are having.
All right.
What are Auntie Xianyun and Shenhe doing here? Just how many people are involved in this scheme? I suppose all I can do is just take a seat and see what happens.
Perfect. I just so happen to have bought some Sunglow tea recently. Or it would be if one has not been forced to drink it every day in the hopes of whittling down one's considerable stash. One has more than had one's fill already. Oh, forget it. Such thoughts detract from the present need to keep up the conversation. Has work been busy during the holiday season? Do you need my help with it?
Drunk guests can sometimes cause trouble, but I deal with them as you taught me, by pinning their heads against the table.
Are Auntie Xianyun and Shenhe serious right now?
Oh dear. While one was busy orchestrating this act, one seems to have forgotten about Shenhe's various eccentricities.
What I meant to ask was, have you made any new friends? We live so far from each other. It would be a great comfort to me to know you were surrounded by good companions.
You already know of my past circumstances. Recently, I've been conversing with Guoba in the kitchen at night. Guoba can't talk, but his companionship is a comfort.
The poor child. Her one friend can't, I guess. Maybe Gaming is not doing so bad after all. Perhaps I've been too hard on him.
Let's move on, shall we? Do you have any plans for today, Shenhe? How about we do something fun?
That sounds about right. Take her to do something fun, and perhaps she'll loosen up a bit.
Like we used to do when we would carry stones up and down the mountain from dawn until dusk, picking herbs to eat for dinner along the way. If that is what you ask of me, then that is what I shall do.
Dad, here, have some tea. Or no, wait, best not have any just yet.
Yeah. I simply can't listen to that any longer. Coming. I'd like to finish what I was trying to say before. I don't support your decision to stay in Liyue Harbor, because living there is too hard on you. If you come home, there will be people to help you. I'm not saying we have to live under the same roof. I know our personalities are too similar to avoid butting heads. But you'll have your entire family around you. Your aunts, uncles, they'll all do whatever they can to help. You could get a less taxing job, and we could grab dim sum together from time to time.
Huh. I didn't know dim sum was such an important affair, Master.
Shh. Just think about it, okay? You don't...
Dad really has changed a lot. He would never have said these things to me before. But thank you, Dad.
It's been long enough, don't you think? Oh, Paimon sure hopes they've made up by now. Oh, they're drinking tea in silence. That's not a good sign. Did Xianyun's plan not work out? Hey, you two! Paimon's sorry we were gone for so long. We got to chatting with some friends and didn't realize how much time had passed.
Perfect timing, actually. We seem to be just about done here.
Yep, let's go. I'll get the bags.
Gaming has grown a lot taller, hasn't he?
Master, did I say something wrong earlier? I tried to go along with your questions, but when I saw how you and that man reacted, I started to wonder.
Not at all. Certain unforeseen variables may have presented themselves.
Then I helped?
Naturally. Your purity of spirit is one of your greatest strengths, Shenhe.
Water jet!
You must be Mr. Ip! Thank you for coming all this way. My name is Charlotte, and I'm a reporter from Fontaine. You can find me writing for the Steambird. I invited you here not just to purchase your fine tea, but also with the hope that you might be willing to...
An interview? To advertise my teas?
I suppose you could think of it that way. We Fontainians are big tea drinkers too.
The Fontaine Market. Then I'll need some time to adequately prepare. Perhaps we could sit down and discuss the...
Of course, of course! Please follow me.
Is this person also involved in your plan? And here I thought I had lots of connections. I suppose I've been humbled. You sure know all kinds of cool and important people.
Over here! Yoo-hoo! Over here!
Huh? What? Auntie Shenyun?
She probably wants to talk about the next phase of the plan. Let's go while your dad is still distracted.
I take it that all is going well?
Don't worry, Shenyun. Everything is going according to plan.
I knew it. I knew that was all an act earlier. Auntie Shenyun is really something. She was so determined to help me. She didn't even care about making herself and Shanhe appear foolish in front of my family. She truly knows how to look out for others. I still have a lot to...
As for the next step...
Oh no!
What's wrong, Gaming?
Don't tell me you're the ones footing the bill for all that tea. I can't let you do that.
Fret not. Reimbursements will be made.
Exactly. Think of it more as an investment, as Ningguang would say. We pulled together the Mora so that Charlotte could place the order. She's gonna bring it back to the Steambird as a gift, as well as a sample of the regional specialty. Fontainians will probably fall in love with your dad's tea as soon as they lay their eyes on Charlotte's article. And once all the money from the new orders begin to roll in, getting our Mora back will be a piece of cake.
Oh, okay. Business-related matters always seem to go over my head, but I refuse to let you all lose more on my behalf. I'll pay you back right now.
We can talk about such matters at a later date. There are more important matters for you to consider at the moment, are there not?
Yes. I've been thinking about it the whole way here. I have an idea, but I'd hate to cause even more trouble for all of you.
That is for us to decide.
Yeah, we're all friends here. Plus, we wouldn't be here if we didn't want to help, right? Just tell us about this idea of yours.
Okay.
Got it! Just leave it to us. Let's split up and make it happen. We need to do those things we talked about, but we also still have the kite flying competition. Since Xiao already tested out those kites for us, why don't we also go buy one of those mechanical thingamabobs or...
Welcome back! I see you returned from your trip. I really do have to thank you for all your help from before. Thanks to you, my daughter was able to build a kite with her grandmother that very same day.
Oh, you should really be thanking Gaming, not us.
I'll be And are you here to buy a kite? Please, take your pick.
Oh, we already have a kite. We wanted to buy one of those, device thingies from Fontaine. Do you sell them separately?
Yes. Here you go. Please, take it, free of charge.
It doesn't feel right for us to just take it.
Well, nor would it feel right for me to take your Mora. Good luck in the kite flying competition.
All right, then. Thank you. Phew,
It's done. Let's get down to business. Looks like we finished everything we needed to do. Let's find a good place and put this thing into the sky.
I've got a bunch of interesting gadgets, all from my time.
Chi-Chi, we're almost there! Okay.
Come here, allow me.
The lantern rite is as festive as ever!
Huh? Oh, what's going on?
Did something happen? What should we do? Oh, should we get the Millilith?
What's that?
Have I taken that many pictures already? I need to load more film.
Wait, the wind.
Oh my gosh!
Mommy, I want a big kite like that too!
Do you see that kite way out in front? It's so beautiful!
Happy Lantern Rite.
Happy Lantern Rite!
head off now, if...
Thank you, little girl. Do you...
No need, no need. Master is waiting for me right over...
Son. I suppose I'll go first this time.
Okay.
Your performance. I've seen many wuxia dances in my time, but I've gotta admit, what you pulled off there was breathtaking.
Wow. I never thought I'd live to hear you say that.
You're serious about doing this professionally?
Absolutely. I know it'll be difficult, but...
Then it doesn't matter. What I mean to say is, of course it'll be difficult. But if that's your decision, if that's your dream, then it does. Really, when I was young, I also... Actually, all I really want to say is, I've changed my mind. Much like this kite, you also deserve to soar to new heights.
Dad.
Son.
Son? Haven't heard that in a while.
I bet you're wondering what's gotten into me.
Well,
Anyway, I know I've never found... To me, Gaming, you've always been a great kid. Alright, that's everything I've got.
Seeing the two of them talk things through like this really gives Paimon a sense of accomplishment.
Over there, your friends are still waiting for you.
Huh? But you came all this way.
I'll be staying in Liyue Harbor for a bit longer. When you have time, we can grab dim sum together. Your treat, right?
Dad, honestly.
Go.
Okay.
That's quite the smile you've got there, Gaming.
Really?
It's nothing to be embarrassed about.
I'd like to find and thank Auntie Shenyun, as well as everyone else. If everyone has time, go fly a kite.
Oh, Paimon almost forgot! Didn't Zhongli say Hu Tao is all... We didn't have anything else to do today, right? Why don't we go have a look around? Maybe we'll run into her. The mountain air is so refreshing. It makes Paimon feel like she could float around all day and nip cream! Gummies! Fuel fruit! Huh? Did you hear that? Sunshine! Blue skies! Good vibes! Right? So Paimon wasn't just hearing things. That voice sounds really familiar. Well, we've got the time. Why don't we go check it out?
Well, if it isn't my dear partners. See, I told you that something good was going to happen during our travels today.
It's just your lucky day.
Are you guys also here to catch the festivities?
Happy Lantern Rite.
Happy Lantern Rite to you, too! Wait, if you're here for Lantern Rite and that voice we heard, that was you, right now?
Oh, impressive. You could tell
that or your voice is just really loud.
Well, of course it is. After all, I'm a boss.
Indeed. I suppose it's an ass.
Sure is! Having a loud voice is a handy tool when it comes to communication. Wait. That wasn't even Paimon's point. Paimon just wants to know why you two were shouting from the... There was something about almonds, maybe? And buell fruit?
No, it's not a code. The words are me.
Perhaps. But the act of shout, that's just what mountain climbers do, right? After all the hard work it takes to make it to the top, as you stand on the summit looking out at the vast scenery, it's not easy to Exactly. I was afraid that it would cause a disturbance, so I asked the locals around here, and So, you see, it's not just me.
Speak for yourself.
When you're stressed, don't you ever just get the urge to do...
Not really.
Oh, that's a pretty good...
What I choose to hunt depends on my mood.
Huh?
Anyway, why don't you two give it a try?
As long as Paimon has clothes on her back and food in her belly, Paimon doesn't think there's any stress that needs relieving.
Oh, I bet you guys are just too embarrassed to let loose. No need to be shy. Even Farina was shouting from the top of this mountain earlier.
Huh? Did Paimon hear that right? Farina's also here?
Believe in your ears. It is indeed as you heard. Actually, the reason we climbed this mountain in the first place was also because we heard the sound of shouting.
Yes, we could just about make out someone yelling things like, "Help me!" and "What should I do?" So we hurried up here to check it out. And what do you know? Miss Farina was standing right there, all red in the face. She practically sprinted back down the mountain the minute she saw us.
That reminds me. I believe what she actually said was, "So help me, I will figure out what I should do."
So, you could actually hear what she was saying?
I figured we would come check out the situation either way. Why not let her
Oh, seems like you caught Farina in the middle of some stress relief as well. She probably would have never thought. No, she definitely would have never thought she would run into anyone she knew all the way out here.
I think so. We ran into Nervalet on the way here as well, but he was already on his way back, so they probably...
What? Nervalet was here too? What was he doing here? It couldn't have been for...
I think it just might have been, actually.
Neuvillette is not the type to take much.
Didn't Charlotte publish an article on the Liyue tea industry recently? Maybe
My situation is completely different. I'm here because...
You Fontanians and your tea drinking.
Oh, it's not for me. I lost a bet with Ridesley. It was just a spur of the moment. Ridesley gets really invested in that sort of thing. You could give him mint plants that you plucked from the side of the...
if only he was that easygoing. In any case, I'm pretty sure the tea you bought is this region's specialty. What is it? Yes, that's the one.
You didn't really buy 10 boxes.
Please. Do I look like someone who would fall for that sort of marketing trap?
That reminds me. You guys said you only came up here because you heard my voice, right?
Oh, that's right. Who tell? A few days ago, we heard that a friend was going to be in Chaoying Village. So...
Oh dear. We've been chatting for quite some time. I'm sorry for keeping you. That's good.
We should probably head out and look for Hu Tao.
No need to stay on our account. We just got up here, so we're gonna stay around for a little longer.
Go and meet your friend. We can meet up and...
Sounds good. We're gonna head down...
What do I have to do to get you to yell from the top of...
You really want to...
I'm just curious.
I prefer to let action...